Well, hi, everybody. I wanted to share some thoughts about the topic of shame and this is something that is just impacts so many people in so many ways. And it seems difficult to heal from. And I wanted to just add some of my perspective, my opinion, through experience and speaking to so many people about this topic over a long period of time. And my hope is that maybe I'll say something that will resonate with you and be helpful. So, one thing that I wanted to say is that shame can have, although it's a negative emotion, if that's what we would call it, I don't know, is it emotion? Well, it's a negative feeling for sure, an uncomfortable feeling for sure. But it can have a place in a situation where we have done something, behaved in a way that we should not have. And in my view, in a situation like that, shame is, it could be either our own conscience, or perhaps if you believe in a higher power, perhaps that's a higher power's way of letting us know that there is something we need to repair. So, in a situation like that, shame can be a message to us that we have made a mistake and that we need to address it. Another aspect of shame is actually it's a thought that I had that might be a little bit outside the box, and I wanted to share it with you because it may offer some relief. So here it is. If you are feeling shame, if you are carrying shame, especially if you are carrying it over a long time, maybe throughout your entire life, as a result of something that was done to you, right? And anything that is done to us, just that phrasing alone kind of carries a connotation of being violated in some way, or being overstepped by another, somebody overstepping our boundaries in some way. So if something has happened to us or been done to us, and as a result of that, you are carrying shame, I'd like to propose to you that you may be carrying shame that does not belong to you, because it's not due to an act of yours. Now, that doesn't fix anything. I know that doesn't fix what you experienced. I'm just addressing the narrow, this narrow topic, narrowing it down to carrying shame, because when our life unfolds from that place within us that is feeling ashamed, it has an effect, right? We play small in our lives, for example, or maybe we don't feel worthy, right? It affects our self-esteem and the way we show up in the world. And for many, the quality of life and relationships. And so I'm speaking not just to people that grew up around substance abuse and other addictive behaviors. I'm speaking to any of you who relate to this work. And I'm hoping that if I'm saying anything here that resonates, that it'll either be helpful to you or somebody else. In any case, so I'm proposing that perhaps you may be carrying shame that does not belong to you. And not that it's easy and not that it happens overnight, although for some people it might happen overnight. What I propose to you is to consider beginning to let it go. In whatever ways you let go of things that you no longer want to carry, whether it be through prayer or meditation, whether it be simply through the acknowledgement that making a decision, I don't carry this anymore. It's a process, but I felt worth sharing. On a more spiritual note, if I could push a little further in that direction, I'd like to share something that I heard about the topic of shame, specifically soul injury, which I feel is where shame goes, right? It goes to our soul, the essence of who we are. And what I was told was that when something happens to us that is against our own moral fiber, in other words, when something is done to us that is something we would never do to another human being, another living being, then it hurts us in our heart, right? This is one of the places where heartbreak comes from, right? Something has happened to us that we would never wish upon another person. And further, what I heard was that in order that to get to the soul, we go through the heart. So if your heart has been broken because of something that happened to you that never should have happened, then you may have what is called a soul injury, or it's also called by some, this is not necessarily, mainstream thinking, but some people might call a soul injury a moral injury, as in coming from this place where your morality, who you stand for, the essence of who you are, the essence of what you bring to your time here on earth has been injured. That's sort of the process. And it resonates with me. Maybe it resonates with you, maybe not. So I just wanted to offer to you this idea of where shame comes from, how when there's something we need to address and own and repair, it's a signal. But if it is something that has been done to us and we are carrying shame that belongs to somebody else, we can't necessarily return it to the proper owner, but we can acknowledge that it's not ours and that we no longer have to carry that. And whatever your healing process is, and of course, you can always feel free to email me or send me a message in all the different ways, the comments below, and continue the conversation. So I hope this was helpful. And if you think anybody else might benefit from hearing it, even one small part of it, I hope you'll share. I hope you'll like and subscribe. And I hope you have a perfect, beautiful day.